Hey everyone, for today's video I'll be talking about Priestess's new buffs and dream evolutions, as well as answering if you should summon for her or not. Getting right into her kit though, her slots are basically the same besides the new 6-star heal. It won't help her out a lot considering we won't be getting the Rainbow Summoner's Road for a while, but the rest of her slots are really good. The double support slot allows her to help the team out quite a bit. Her passive HP up for all allies got buffed to 20% from 15%, and if I recall correctly, this is a unique passive for only Priestess, along with passive art gen, so that means that this should stack with other units that passively increase the team's health, which is definitely really nice. Her arts had a small modifier increase. It used to be a high chance to blind the enemy, which has now been buffed to a 100% chance to blind. That's actually a really good buff, and for stages that need blind, Priestess is going to be very dominant, especially on the Wilkes Mine stage. She still gives 30 arts to the team. It's just a great arts overall for art gen support, and it's now even more reliable to proc blind. For her true art, the damage negation was increased to 12,000 from 8,000, and there doesn't seem to be any other changes with the kit. She still gets that 100% heal amount up and skill CT down for 45 seconds. It's nice that she can now negate even more damage. Some damage resist would have been nice, like 10 or 20%, but that'd make her even crazier than she already is. The buff didn't change it too much though, but the extra bit of damage negation is definitely nice for stopping damage coming to the team. As for her dream evolutions, her first is Aqua's Stream. She earns the ability to give all allies 10 arts on skill, as well as 20% water resistance. And for Luminous Stream, she increases all allies' HP heal amount by 20% and autofills humans' arts gauge by 2 a second. To be honest, these are pretty similar in terms of what they provide, and which one you'd want to pick kind of depends on which stage you're going to be playing. Some people might choose Aqua's Stream since after using her true art, her skill is going to give the entire team 2 arts a second, even non-humans. But at the same time, the Luminous Stream gives her arts per second to humans right off the bat, and while the art gen is tied to humans, there is no shortage of good human units, so it won't be a problem to make good use of it. She also gives the team an extra 20% more healing, which is pretty strong. It gives Priestess a bit more heals from her skill. Nothing crazy, but if you're running her with someone like Karuto, that extra 20% heal will have a very noticeable effect, especially in conjunction with her passive HP up for the team. And of the two, you can't really go wrong with either. Aqua's Stream might be nice if you want to give the entire team that technical 2 arts a second, but the main issue I see with this is that you're going to have to constantly use her skill. And her skill has a notoriously long animation until it activates, and chances are you most likely won't be popping it every 5 seconds, since you need to use her art and wait for that animation to finish as well. That 2 arts a second from her skill is if you're going to be constantly spamming, and that's something that isn't going to be very realistic, although it's certainly doable. It just takes a lot of timing to use it between your art and true art without wasting any time. On the other hand, a big plus is that if you're using Priestess on the Wilkes Mine stage, where she's very strong, this is better since the passive arts per second is negated, so a burst of 10 arts to the team will be heavily favored. So I think of the two, you can't really go wrong with either. Luminous Stream will probably be slightly better if you plan on using her in a lot of stages that she might not be needed on, whereas Aqua's Stream will make her shine on those select few stages where modern content needs her, on stages like Wilkes or stages that reverse or negate art gen auto recovery. At the end of the day though, I don't think you'd see too much of a change between these, but pick whichever you think you're more suited towards. But seeing how she's going to shine in stages that negate passive art gen, you're probably going to want to stick with Aqua's Stream unless you plan to use her in a multitude of stages, some of which where she won't be optimal. Overall though, all of Priestess's buffs just made her better at what she's already good at. The buff to a 100% chance of the blind makes her much more viable on stages that need blind, which is definitely nice as well. The extra damage negation is cool for sure, as is the 5% more max HP for the team. This won't make her a top unit in the game though, although she's now one of the best units to run on stages that need bursts of arts, rather than passive art gen recovery. I wouldn't say that she's worth wailing for, but overall I'd definitely say that she's the best pickup for the crossover. At the very least, do your guaranteed 50, but I wouldn't go as far as to chase her since she's really only good in those niche stages. But in those niche stages, she's nearly irreplaceable, so do with that what you will. Let me know your thoughts about her kit down below though. I personally think she's a fun support to run. Nothing insane, but fun. Especially so in the mines against stages like Wilkes or just any missions that need burst art gen. If you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Good luck to anyone that's going to be summoning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.